Hi everyone, it's Monday 6th of August, it's 25 minutes past 1 p.m. here in Australia. Here's my latest video blog. Today I wanted to run through a series of applications that I'm using on my phone, that I'm using on my desktop that are supporting my crypto experience, and a couple of applications that I'm using on a daily basis to accumulate cryptocurrencies, as well as contribute, and others that I actually use as part of my business, showing you that crypto is creeping into mainstream in different areas. And if you're new to cryptocurrencies, that obviously there is a bit of a learning curve involved. You do have to get your head around some of the terminology and understand the actual process of getting involved into the space. And you know, a lot of people just see cryptocurrency as Bitcoin, but they don't know too much about all the other platforms and all the other altcoins and what blockchain is actually delivering, and what is actually ahead of us in the next 5 or 10 years. So what I wanted to do is to share with you some applications that I'm using, and run through them very, very quickly. Some people who are already in the space will understand what these are. And the first one is Blockfolio. Now, Blockfolio is a great little phone application that allows you to manage your portfolio and track all your particular cryptocurrencies. What I also like about this application is that it does have a couple of little news features. There's a little news button up here which has a whole heap of different outlets. And I think it's really, really important that you keep in touch with what's actually happening in the space, because the one thing about these news articles is that you don't see them in other areas of our norm or mainstream life. It's not on the mainstream TV news. You don't really see it on Facebook and other social media. It's not really in your face as much as it is for me. I mean, I'm on this every day and I do read through all of this news, and I take a lot of it with a grain of salt, because there's a little bit of a fad and some fake news, but a lot of it is about jurisdictions and legislation and regulatory updates, and it's very, very interesting to see what's actually happening across the world in regards to blockchain development and mainstream adoption. So Blockfolio, it's not the only one. You can get on your favourite app store and have a look. I just got onto this one early. It is very easy. It was free, very clean and crisp. It also has a signals page where certain coins release hot news or something that they want their community members to understand has happened in their development stage. So that's also very, very useful. Again, it's not the only one. You can buy some others, but I recommend this one only because it's I'm comfortable with it, and it's like anything. If you there's some software is all relevant to the individual based on what application suits your needs. Next one is, if you're in crypto, your privacy and security is really, really important. Now, the old school way of doing it was writing down your passwords and things like that, and I still think that's the best way, and storing it very, very securely off-site, away from your computers and things like that. Just put it somewhere safe, make a couple of copies, and you can put it on USB and things like that. But what's in regards to wallets, a lot of the coins have their own wallets, and it can get a little bit clunky, and everyone has their own wallets, and you might have it on your computer. I've moved all of mine to a third-party computer away from my work. However, now that I've got to a point of a certain size portfolio, I've moved to Ledger. Now, Ledger's not the only one providing a cold hardware wallet, and you can come and have a bit of a read of what that actually means, but it's a great way of actually securing a lot of your tokens, as well as viewing your My Ether wallet securely through some software, through this hardware wallet, so it avoids being phished for your details, and it can present a level of security that we haven't had in the past. So I think Ledger is a great move. There are some others on the market. I think another one's called Trezor. I haven't used it, but Ledger is my recommended version. Now, you can also, the advantage of Ledger is it does come with a Ledger Live, which is an application for your computer or your desktop. So when you actually do some movements with your coins, your cryptocurrencies, sending, receiving, just generally doing some updates or managing your portfolio, you can actually see all your information in a really nice, seamless application. So that's one of the first apps that I'll share. Blockfolio is doesn't have to be Ledger, there are some others, like I said, but please consider something that's nice and secure and in regards to cold storage. When I first started crypto, one of the first cryptos that I ever bought was Steam. Now I started blogging on Steemit and started making a little bit of money and getting some followers, and I was actually having interactions on there, and I was having a good experience. And then I started doing some crypto blogs, and I was sharing some other things in regards to my health and fitness and my gym, and I have been able to build up a little portfolio there and create a little community and earn some side rewards as well for making contributions. Now I think one thing that I did do when I went overseas is I downloaded eSteam, which allowed me to do my blogging while I was away via my phone. So that was a really good one, and I do recommend if you're on Steemit or Steam, have a look at eSteam. It might be worthy for application in regards to your little crypto experience with your phone. And there are some other platforms coming out soon. I know Dan from EOS is going to be launching a new sharing platform. And there are some others that I think there's DTube is like a YouTube, but on Steemit, and there's White Rabbit. There's going to be OnLive. They do slightly different things in regards to how they leverage your skill set and what you want to share. Some of it's for professionals, some of it's for amateurs and for whatnot. Some of it is across the board. Like I said, some of them are actually quite versatile, whereas DTube's just for videos. But yeah, definitely go and do your research. There's a whole heap of cool things coming forward where you can monetize your skill set or your whatever you want to share. Next one is Ethos. Ethos has just launched their wallet. I have downloaded it for my phone. I've set it all up. It's encrypted. It seems very secure. I've done a lot of just playing around with it. It's very seamless. The future for crypto in regards to the future of blockchain and society is that everyone's going to be moved towards tokenization, gamification, and I think it's going to be like that with everything we do. I can see the stock market coming over to blockchain in the next 2 or 3 years. There's going to be a major disruption of some sort. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of when. Daily personal use type of scenario, you go and do your shopping at the supermarket and those type of things, or you want to send some money professionally to someone, it's all going to be done through cryptocurrencies in the future, and I can see Ethos being a part of that experience. It does have multiple coins. There are some other platforms like Pillar, I know is coming out one with ETH and ERC20s. At this stage I think Ethos is a little bit ahead of the game. Some of the other applications that I'll be covering actually have their own internal wallets, so they support the particular crypto or token that's relevant to their blockchain and their service. However, they will also probably expand in time, so you might have 4 or 5 main applications that you use based on your daily behavior. Probably one main wallet. You probably have your cold storage and maybe an Ethos with some weekly funds and things like that. It's obviously a learning curve for everyone on how we actually use these applications, but Ethos is definitely one to have a little look into and see how that fits into your scheme of things. And I think it's a great place to start. Get yourself a wallet. Get used to securing your seeds and those type of things, and understand the security elements. Another one that I use once or twice a week is actually called Sping. Now it's an Australian one. I got in on the ICO, and I've downloaded the app, and I actually literally use it twice a week when I do my shopping. And what I do is I scan in all my barcodes for all my produce and what I eat. Any products that I haven't that are not on the system, I actually enter and I get rewarded for that. Any products that I scan that are identified, which pretty much is quite broad, also come up on here, and I also earn Sping coins. Testimonials and reviews, you also get rewarded quite handsomely. There's also an incentive program to get your friends involved. It's not an MLM, it's all even tier, same rewards. It's just that you create a little internal community and you get rewarded for having more buddies around you, and it also rewards you for contributing to the system. So the more products that you enter, the more products or new products that you enter onto the database, you also earn a ranking, and that can actually support your overall position on the app. Now I'm a platinum subscriber or member based on my activity on the ICO. However, I think Spings are about 0.001 Australian cents, so it's not going to make you a millionaire overnight, but I have this particular philosophy in regards to accumulation of crypto, wherever that is. It could be through the application, so I use Steemit, and I'm using some others like Sping because they're actually relevant to my life. Apart from putting in fiat and making investment decisions there, these type of things are a lot easier, and you don't actually have to make any financial or monetary contribution to get started into crypto. So it's a really good introduction to how all of this works. So Sping, in regards to your shopping, seems like a pretty cool app. Where it will lead from here, I'm not sure, but I do know that it works, and I'm having a good experience with it. Bowhead. I got into Bowhead pretty early. They were going to launch a product which was going to sit on your desktop or your kitchen bench and release supplements at certain times, whether that's health supplements or medication or whatnot, whatever's relevant to your actual position in health and life. And I thought that was a really cool particular product. It seemed to be the only medical device at that stage that was going to be a smart device connected to blockchain using an application. And because I'm in the industry of health and fitness, I was just very interested to see what was happening in there. So I signed up and got involved, and I've also got their application, which has just been upgraded in the last week. And what I found with that is I'm actually using it every day, and I enter in how much water I drink, sleep, what my gut health is like, my energy systems. There's about 4 or 5 questions there on a daily basis that I answer. I also get rewarded for every contribution that I make in regards on a daily basis. The more often you contribute, the higher your ranking, and you can earn more AHT tokens. So there's obviously a little bit of gamification there for sharing certain things with health, but what I like about it is I can actually set reminders. I don't think there's any harm in drinking more water and getting more sleep. So those type of things, and being rewarded for entering in that information, is something I'm willing to do. It's not an invasion on my privacy. However, I do get paid an accumulating figure for AHT. And again, it's not going to make you a millionaire overnight. It's more about participation. And I also think over time, if your ranking gets high enough, you can actually earn quite a decent amount of AHT. Depending on the valuation of AHT, I'm not too sure what the future lays ahead, but they seem like a very dedicated team. Again, it's for people who are interested in self-care. Next one, I was very interested in the sense that I'm a big ambassador for taking self-ownership. I tend to be my own leader. I lead by example. I've taken control of my life, especially in the last 10 years. I believe that everyone should do the same. I'd like to see a world where we do without corrupted governments, and bring everything to the blockchain, where we create our own consensual jurisdictions based on common law and protect human rights. And people can actually set up their own jurisdictions under their own flesh and blood as a man and a woman, as well as join particular communities that have obviously legislation and laws that they align with, and obviously fall under common law, and everyone's protected. And I think that's the future. I can actually see that happening. And BitNation, even though it's early days and there's a few things that I don't necessarily know about what their direction, there's a bit of terminology that I don't like in regards to citizen and the use of nation. I think that's all the division, and I think if you understand language in regards to citizen, that puts you under particular jurisdictions such as the Crown. But I'm not going to go into all of that depth. I mean, this is just personal position for me. Like I said, I think it comes back to self-ownership, and I think BitNation, who has a phone app, you can actually already create your own jurisdictions, and there will be all sorts of legislative access that will enable a little bit more, I think it's like that true sense of freedom. So it's an exciting space. Check it out. Next thing, we're obviously in the world of internet. And since the year 2000, we've seen, social media and Google, YouTube, a lot of these particular platforms have taken off. All our daily shopping and Uber and all this sort of stuff is done online. There's a lot of footprints being left online, and I think I think Facebook was caught out not long ago selling information to particular sites. I'd like to see a secure hub. I have mentioned this in my previous videos, and I think at some stage, and I have signed up for Data Wallet, they're going to be bringing out a beta. Now what they're going to be able to do, you should be able to put it on your phone and you'll be able to link your profiles, Facebook, Amazon, Uber, Spotify, all your daily shopping, etc., through this particular hub, and take control of your data and information, and then on-sell it, if you so choose, to particular corporations, which is what Facebook and YouTube and Google are doing right now. You'll be able to do that and leverage your information. Now, it'd probably be more relevant to different particular types of people, but then maybe there's a particular element that you're willing to share. It's like I'm willing to share my health information with Bowhead. Maybe you would be willing to share your shopping information with particular companies. Maybe there's something else that you'll be willing to share. But it gives you that consensual control over your information, which I think is definitely worth chasing down. Will Data Wallet be the one that actually gets this over the line? I'm not sure. There's a few others that are doing it. Again, it's early days, but I'll be interested to see the application come out that enables me to link my daily activities into one. Next one is CryptVisor. I like CryptVisor for a lot of reasons. Again, it's about protecting your privacy. CryptVisor is a decentralized, highly secure, non-server based encrypted communication portal when you can talk to your friends, you can talk to your mum, you can create a group, you can do it for business, you can do it for private use, you can share files. Obviously, if you've got a private business file that you'd like to share to another party, you can do that through CryptVisor. I think it's massive. Instead of sending it through email or Dropbox, and there's some of these through the internet where it's unsecured, well, we know that there's issues with the traditional methods of sharing information, and again, CryptVisor puts that control back into your hands. I have the application. I've set up a few of my friends. We have used it, and it is very, very easy to use. If you value your privacy and you'd like to have private conversations with anyone in your life, whether it's personal or business, I do recommend going and having a look at CryptVisor. Great little application that may enhance your business or life. Now, another application I downloaded this week was for ONT. That did say it had an Apple application. When I went to start it, it said that Apple hasn't approved it yet, even though it's on my phone, a little icon there. ONT is going to be a platform very similar to Neo in that sense, that it'll also be offering a gas version called Ong. So I have downloaded their application in readiness for a higher participation from me in regards to what they're going to be delivering. And again, I'm all about privacy and protection, and hence and digital identity, and that's what ONT stands for. So I'll be I have downloaded their application in readiness for that, so you can have a little look at that. And that goes the same with Icon. Icon's going to be having a really convenient exchange, so you'll be able to transfer ICX with other cryptocurrencies. Still early days, but I've also downloaded their application. They also have a Chrome extension. They are now mainnet, which means that they are live. They're on their own blockchain, and they're running, and you can actually transfer your old ERC20 icons over to legitimate icon tokens on the mainnet. There is an Android and iOS, and there is also a Chrome extension. So again, if you don't know what this means, you're thinking, what's Icon? You're going to go and have a bit of a read up on what they're going to be delivering to the blockchain and crypto space. Again, it's going to be relevant to my life, hence why I've downloaded their application. In Australia, you know, the great thing about internet is that it does bring everyone together in the sense that no country or jurisdiction's out off limits in the sense of you know, access to exchanges and whatnot, information. The one thing in Australia is that we've been limited in regards to the exchanges. We've had CoinJar, which I think is really, really good, but again, that's very limited in regards to the particular coins that we have access to. Huobi Australia, who's launched in Australia in the last couple of months, they've also got an application. I downloaded it and I've signed up to the exchange, which is great news because it creates a little bit more liquidity in regards to the tokens and platforms that I'm using on a daily basis in my life, or the ones that I'm invested in regards to potential futures. Again, that's probably more relevant to my Aussie mates. Huobi Australia, if you're unsure. CoinJar, you can always hit me up if you want more information on that, and I'm happy to lead you in the right direction. Steemit, I did mention that before. Steemit is a desktop application that I use for blogging. I know that Dan from EOS is going to be bringing out another one. There is some others with DTube and etc. etc. If you have got something you want to share and contribute, whether it's professionally or just privately, and you want to make some monetary rewards from these things, then there is absolutely no harm in coming and sharing some of this on Steemit and earning some cryptos. And again, it's one of my main ones. I curate daily, meaning I go to other blogs and read up on what they're doing, and I also vote them up if I like their content. And obviously got a little bit of a community going. I like responding to certain comments. If you come and comment on my particular blogs, I'll generally give you a reward, as long as it's not spam. You know, if we have a conversation, then I think that effort should be rewarded, and I think that's what's great about blockchain. Tokenizing is going to bring so many great opportunities for people who don't have access to funds. It is an online wallet. Great opportunity to, like I said, to share your skills and your art, your photography, your travel, whatever it is. Great ideas. Steemit. That's pretty much what I had. I think that's 13. I had Blockfolio for management of your crypto assets, your ledger to keep your cryptos cold storage nice and securely offsite. There's an application called Ledger Live, so you can manage these funds in a nice seamless way. There's eSteem, so you can access your Steemit portfolio overseas and contribute and continue to contribute without the need of a laptop or a desktop, depending on what you prefer. Ethos is going to be the future of crypto wallets. There's going to be some more, but Ethos are first to market in that sense, in such a diverse way. They have quite a lot of different cryptocurrencies available. There's also Sping. Sping's going to be a shopping cryptocurrency based incentive platform. Have a little look at that if you're a shopper and you want to just enter in your weekly shopping. I can't see any harm in doing that. I know it's Australian based, but I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it'd be worldwide by now. Bowhead, in regards to your proactive support of your own health, you can set up little reminders and obviously earn AHT rewards as a proof of health. Also set up little reminders, like I said, for certain things that you do during the day. Cool little thing. Taking control of your own life, being a sovereign, being a man, being a woman, taking control of your rights and your human rights, and obviously, like I said, self-ownership is very, very important in regards to your own jurisdiction. I'm really excited about the concept of BitNation, whether or not it's going to be the one that I would participate in, but they do have a phone app. Go and have a little look at it and take back your rights. Data wallet, protecting all of your footprints on the internet and giving you the ability to mobilize your data and monetize your data at your own discretion. Very, very, very cool concept. I can see this being normalized in the future. You know, something like an Apple actually integrating a data wallet as a main protocol in their software, or something similar to that. But yeah, early days. Cryptvisor for the encrypted communication network, which protects your privacy in all areas. Again, it's not on the server, okay? It's on blockchain, but it's a completely off server, which gives this great level of encryption and privacy and security. ONT, the same, protecting digital identity and storing digital assets is going to be on ONT, and also providing incentives to earn ONG. I think it's a great one. Still waiting for the app to be approved by Apple for me. Icon, again, they've got their applications out. It's going to be a great little exchange in the future, but there's going to be lots of options, just like there is with Huobi, IDEX, Bittrex, Binance are the two big boys. I like some of the smaller ones in regards to just a little bit of protection in regards to your assets and maybe a little bit less manipulation. But again, that's probably left for another video. What else? I've got Steemit. Again, that's it. Steemit, if you want to come and have a chat with me on Steemit, or come onto my YouTube and let me know what you think of these applications. In the comments below on my video, let me know of some other apps that I've missed. I mean, it's very, very early days in crypto, and the applications are coming out, you know, weekly and monthly. So sometimes you miss them. I'd be very interested to see what others are out there and what other people are using. Let me know what's your favourite. What ones are you getting a good result from in regards to accumulation and sharing your information and which ones aligns with the values that you have as a person. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for the support, and I've got some more videos coming, and hopefully that added a little bit of value to your crypto experience, whether you're new or a semi-pro amateur experienced crypto nut. If you feel like you want to join my Telegram and get amongst some pretty wise heads in regards to crypto space, there's no Lambos and things going on in there. We talk about the energy of crypto and blockchain. We're having a pretty good time in there, so look into that as well. And thanks, guys, and have a good day.